Well, today we're gonna do a little bit of motorcycle maintenance. Party times. Chain adjustments, chain lubrication, and we gotta tighten the steering bearings. All this pounding on the bike has loosened up the steering bearings a little bit, so we gotta work on that. Try to figure this out today. Okay, so push the bike backwards uphill, which is really not easy in case you didn't know. For some of you who don't know or don't care, the steering bearings are here and here. They like to call them the cone set in India. And partially it's because the bearings are in a cone shape, and it's where the suspension right along the frame. And after a lot of pounding, those things get loose, and you can kind of feel the thing knock around, and you don't want to risk the pressure hollowing out the bearing and or the holder. So we're going to take off, loosen up this bolt, remove this section, get down in here, and just kind of tighten it up a little bit so it's not so loose. So there you go. Two of the things that I always make sure I travel with, just in case: vice grips and an adjustable wrench. I got a multi-tool that has most of the Allens that I need. Of course, I did bring some sockets and whatnot, and also just a little backup, some zip ties. You never know when you're going to need zip ties to save you from life in motorcycles. Here we go. I'm going to try to loosen up those bolts and see how this goes. Wow, all of those bolts are pretty loose. My good mechanic friend and colleague, Lucy Carrera, had always told me that bolts loosen up, so you gotta tighten them. And she is so right. Random bolts just loosen up on your motorcycle, so it's a good idea to just spend a few moments walking on your bike with the right Allens and the appropriate wrenches, and just give everything a little bit of a quick torque. Doesn't have to be super tight, doesn't have to be over torqued. You just don't want it to be loose and fall apart. Some bolts are super crucial: shifter bolts, axle bolts, brake bolts, steering bearing bolts. So giving those guys a little bit of an extra torque when you're on the road is definitely not a bad idea. Bet you the fucking battery just went dead, didn't it? Okay, the GoPro keeps turning itself on and off, so you'll have to bear with me throughout the unintentional edits. But, you know, technology is great. But so I'm loosening up the steering stem bolt here.
Hello. What happened?
How are you? Nothing. Doing maintenance.
What?
I'm just fixing stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You have to do maintenance or your bike breaks. Do you guys have motorcycles?
Yeah.
What bikes do you have?
I have Bullet.
Oh, cool. Yeah. What about you? What bike do you have?
I have Duke.
Duke. Oh, Duke. Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my Himalayan I bought in Delhi.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Chennai.
Now?
In the next 3 days. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I come from Delhi.
Delhi.
Mumbai. Yeah. So.
Okay. Alone?
Yeah, of course. You didn't want to come. Yeah. Okay, so if you can see, that's the steering bearing nut right there. And that gets a little bit tightened, which helps stop the bearings from moving around. Here, do me a favor. Can you push right here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just right here and right here. Just push down.
Push down.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just to get the. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So I'm just trying to feel. Feel that bearing. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You have to test it with the front wheel off the ground.